Hey guys, this is John from Walkthrough Code. So in the last video we talked a little bit about what a component was, a little bit about JSX, and a little bit about inline styles. In this video we're going to talk about how to iterate over an array in React. And in other in frameworks you'll see commonly like AngularJS, Angular, Vue, they all have something like ng-repeat or ng-for or v-for. Things like that. But React doesn't have anything like that built in, so we have to map over it, ironically, using map. Or we have to iterate over it, I should have said. So I'm just going to create inside of the render function, I'm going to get rid of these styles to make it mildly more viewable, and then we'll take this little styles attribute out. And so let's just create a, we'll say let people equal Jimmy, Bob, and Mark. I don't know. And so we just want to create a UL and then have some LIs. And we're not going to hard code this though. We're going to iterate over it and put it on the page. And one thing we can do is we can use the map function. So let's say let people list equals people.map, right? So this is that map function I was talking about. And then, ES6 is really commonly used, so let's use that. We'll use an arrow function, so we'll say person, right? So for each person, and then we're going to, here's where this JSX is, right? So we're going to actually return JSX, which is really cool, right? Because we don't have to, create some sort of, we can actually, instead of even using template strings, we can just use regular JSX and it'll just know exactly what to put. So here, all we have to do is just say, inside curly brackets, we'll say person. And what it's going to do is it's going to, for each person, it will create another LI and it'll append it to an array and put it in this list that we have, because that's what the map function does, right? It takes all the values and it returns a new array containing whatever it is that you put in there. So let's go ahead and go down here, and we're just going to, in curly brackets, right, because this is JSX, we're going to say people list. And it's going to take those, and it's going to take each LI, and it's just going to go boom, 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 boom down here, right? And so we're going to get an error in the terminal, but here's the point, right? It worked exactly as we want. This whole centering thing is in app.css. I'm just going to get rid of that. Actually, let's just do this. And then we save it. And then there it is. Okay. So now, now that's all working, right? It's really straightforward on how to do this. It's not really complicated at all. One thing, and this is just because we need to do this. So you're going to get this error if you, when you map over things, but basically it has no way to check for a duplicate value. And so what it does is it says that you have to put a key attribute in here, which will basically, it'll check it'll say, is this a particularly duplicate value? For us, obviously, it's not going to be issue if we don't have any duplicate names in there. However, the solution is often very apparent because most of the API calls that'll be related to this contain some sort of ID. So those IDs will be that unique key. So it would just be person.id or something like that if it was just a bunch of objects. So that's pretty much it for this video. We can, just to show you that this will get rid of this. There you go. So now the warning's gone. Obviously, it kind of eliminates that issue. So yeah, if you have any questions, totally let me know in the comment section below. Other than that, to keep seeing videos, please like and subscribe, and have an awesome day and keep coding.